We want to get out of the cycle of complacency and seize everything that is already ours. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, Victoria Gabrielle. This is a space where real talk meets lifestyle. I upload sit-down videos and lifestyle vlogs, all centered around mindset. So welcome back. So y'all, if you've seen the title, if you've seen the thumbnail, then you already know that today's video is a continuation of Monday's video. So if you have not watched that, what you doing? So put a bookmark in this video, go watch that, and then we'll see you back over here. Y'all, so today we're gonna be still talking about discipline, but the topic is how do you starve your distractions and feed your discipline? So let's get into it. So the last few sit-down videos that I have posted have been around the concept that this year is the year of being more intentional. So when we think about being more intentional, you think about your discipline. And when it comes to building your discipline, it's all about decreasing the things that keep you from acting while also increasing the frequency of events that have you to execute. So that's what we're going to talk about today, is how do you limit, or how do you even starve the very things that distract you while also increasing your habits and the events that build up your discipline. So tip number one, identify those distractions that keep you from executing. It could be overconsumption of social media. Don't get it confused with being productive and producing on social media if your job calls for it or if your business goals calls for it. But we all know what overconsumption means, is that you are on social media hours and hours and hours. And that for some people might be a distraction from taking action. If you have a goal of being in shape this year, is there an overconsumption of junk food? Are you that person who gets up in the middle of the night like clockwork to go get Teddy Grahams and apple juice? I'm not speaking from experience, but are you that person? So first, identifying again your distractions and identifying the habits and events in your life that keep you from executing. So tip number two is to identify the actions and the habits that are in an alignment with your overarching goals. So if you have a goal of being healthier or living a healthier lifestyle, the action that is in alignment with that goal would probably be working out or eating better, having a better diet. Identify the actions and the habits that are in an alignment with your overarching goals. So the third and last tip is, after you have identified the action, start small. Starting small is important because when we have a new goal in mind, or when we have a new lifestyle change in mind, you just can't go cold turkey. You just can't go straight into it, because you then set unrealistic thresholds and benchmarks for yourself. And when you don't reach them, then you're back at square one in this cycle of complacency. We don't want to do that. We want to get out of the cycle of complacency and seize everything that is already ours. So if you want to have a healthier lifestyle, then start small with the actions that are in an alignment with that overarching goal. So you guys may have heard about James Clear, who's the best-selling author of Atomic Habits. And essentially in that book, he talks about, increment change and building up those small little habits that then form an overarching lifestyle change. I actually have the pleasure of hearing him speak at a women's conference here in Philadelphia. He used the example, if you want to get in better shape, then you might want to go to the gym. You want to start small. So that looks like one day taking out your gym shoes and your gym clothes. The next day would be actually putting on your gym clothes and your gym shoes. Then the next day, drive to the gym. So by the fourth or fifth day, you look back over all of the increment accomplishments that you've conquered thus far, that it doesn't even make sense to go back. Once you have made small conscious decisions, by the time you get to the gym, you're just like, I'll go in. And then once you go in, you then start thinking, okay, I'll do 5 minutes. And then 5 minutes turns into 10 minutes. And then 10 minutes turns into 15. Before you know it, you've already done a 45-minute or an hour-and-a-half workout. But it all started with you taking out your gym clothes and your gym shoes. So that's the key to tip number 3, is to start small. Because when you start small and you build where you stand, you build momentum. Then the next day you build on momentum. And in the face of challenge, or in the face of doubt, or in the face of you wanting to give up, you can then look back over all of the increment things that you have accomplished thus far, that it doesn't even make sense to go back. When you're building your discipline, you have to do things that make sense. And it makes sense to start small build where you stand and get that momentum rolling, and do not stop. So just to review the tips in starving your distractions and feeding your discipline is to, one, identify those distractions that are keeping you from executing. Tip number two is identifying the habits and the actions that are aligned with your overall goal. And then three is to start small. Embrace increment change. Anything that's worth having and that's worth working for has to be built on a solid foundation, and that foundation is your discipline. It's important because if 2021 is the year of intention, then it's all about choosing your discipline over your distractions. It's choosing your best self over the person that you have grown to know that does not serve you anymore. It's important because when you are out to get something that's already yours, you have to go to another part of your brain that is uncharted, and you have to tap into that. You have to tap into the very actions and the very habits that are suitable for your overarching goal. You have to build your habits that makes your environment, your entire ecosystem suitable. Your goals are like seeds. They can only be planted in the soil, in a foundation that is built for it to grow. And so that soil includes your discipline, that foundation. When your seeds are planted and when they are watered and when they are soaking in sunlight to grow, it's all built off your discipline. That's why starving your distractions and feeding your discipline is important. So the call to action in this video is to, one, follow those 3 steps. And I'm going to do this for myself. One thing I'm going to implement is editing my videos during my lunch break within my 9 to 5. What I've done before is I'm like, oh, I got an hour to just chill. I gotta rewire my brain and think I got a whole hour to dedicate into building something that is mine, to build something that has my name on it. I would spend a whole hour watching like sports commentary, over consuming on Instagram, and not doing anything that is going to cultivate my environment for my goals. So I actually did it one day this week. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me at _ Victoria Gabrielle, and you'll see on my story I put lunch and edit. So I've already started this change. I've already identified that I was not putting a lot of focus on my YouTube channel, and then 2, I identified the action that is in alignment with my goals. So if my goal is to build my YouTube channel, I gotta make videos, I gotta edit videos, so why not use that time? And then 3, starting small. So let's just say I film a video within that 1 hour for once a week. Let's just start once a week and see how I do. And I do it consistently, then I'm gonna bump it up to 2 times a week. So that is 2 videos that I've already filmed. So if I'm uploading videos on Monday and Wednesday, I already got 2 videos out of the way. So again, just using your time that you are already allotted and finding peaks within your schedule, finding peaks in your habits to start small. Increment change is so much substantial than trying to go all in at once. Increment change is substantial change. Start where you stand, build where you stand, and build to a point where it does not make sense to go back. So that's the end of this video. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up if you have found value. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you are in the loop every time I upload. I will see you guys on Sunday in my weekly vlog. Bye.